Hello, my friends. Wayne G. the Gurmanator. How we doing, everyone? Good morning, chica cabron, maricón ese gringo. So today, what is today? Friday. I have my protein shake. I've been eating very healthy lately. I've lost about 12 pounds. I'm trying to be good. Mm. Strawberries, blueberries, almond milk. There's some mango in this one. Uh, what am I missing? Banana. I put a little bit of organic peanut butter in there. I love my peanuts. And I put a little of almonds in there as well. And delicious. And we got our water. So it's raining today. What else to do but to do a podcast, right? Today we're going to talk about Jasmine Crockett a little bit. Jasmine Crock-O-ish. It's amazing. We live in a sick world, man. Woo. And we have the 1972 top 100 hits we're going to be singing today. Okay. Now, why did that leave us? We had a whole list up there. See all 101 rows. Here we go. All right. So what do we got here? First time ever I saw your face, Roberta Flack. This was for the whole year from December to December. I don't know why they do it that way, from 71 to 72. Roberta Flack, first time ever I saw your face. Great song, but Alone Again, Naturally. Why did I always think that was like one of the Beatles offshoots? Like Paul McCartney, Alone Again, Naturally. That is Gilbert O'Sullivan. So, the Knicks, wow, shocked the world. The Knicks are leading the Celtics 2-0. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I am shocked. Everyone I know is shocked. Everyone. I put a post up there on Facebook yesterday saying that, oh, by the way, the call-in number is 646-481-6650. Let's keep that right here so we can remind people. 646-481-6650. I encourage your calls. Call in. I have a little fun with the Gurmanator. So the Knicks, my Celtics, man, they love to do it. They love to put their backs against the wall. And, you know, the Celtics, they're that type of team. They like to play when the chips are down. It's amazing. Now, I did put a post up there saying, don't be surprised if the Celtics still beat the Knicks in this series. Don't be shocked. And I'll tell you why. What the hell is, a chip. Somebody left a chip for me. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you. You love it at Levitt's. So I put a post up there about the Knicks are going to maybe lose this series to the Celtics, which would not be surprising. Celtics are a better team, period. Celtics blew 2 20-point leads. So my cousin Matthew attacked me. Oh, it's all you Knick haters. It's Knick hate. My cousin Matthew, God bless his little liberal heart. No, it's nothing about Knick hate. It's everything to do about the Celtics are the better team, and the Celtics are a great road team. They play phenomenally on the road. The Knicks may be feeling a little pressure. Oh, we got the Celtics where we want them. Big game 3. We got to win it. Celtics may be a little more loosey-goosey, right? Sometimes on the road, it's easy to play on the road in sports sometimes. You hear a lot of athletes say it, and the Celtics had the best road record in history for any Celtic team. So my cousin Matthew said, oh, you hate the Knicks. It's all Knick hate, all you Knick haters. It's nothing to do about Knick hate. I even told my friends last night, we're having a cigar, 3 fat guys recovering drug addict. We're having a cigar, and, oh, John Cortese's here. Bye next week. I'll have my regular schedule and I'll let you know what day I'm off. John, how you doing, baby? Okay, thank you, John. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'd love to have you in as a guest, John. Absolutely. So I even told my friends last night, I says, you know what? If the Celtics lose to the Knicks, I'm going to root for the Knicks. They're a likable team. They're a gritty team. They play hard. How can you not like Brunson, right? The guy's a hustler and he's a clutch player. I'm not a big fan of the rest of the team. I could care less, but I'm not a Knick hater at all. So the narrative that my cousin had to attack me on, my cousin Matthew, who's a dyed-in-the-wool Democrat lunatic, he always likes to create, the left loves to do this. They love to create these false narratives. Like when it comes to politics, they'll say, "Oh, all you Trump voters, you're in a cult. He could kill someone on Fifth Avenue and you would love him. He could do this, he could do that." Nothing could be further from the truth. No one's in a Trump cult. We just love America. We want to save America. We want a president that gives an F about America. That's what we want. Again, it could have been anyone else. It could have been Ted Cruz. It could be little Marco, right? Remember little Marco with the water? He was off screen getting the drink of water. Marco, just drink the water. Just drink the water, Marco. Just drink it normal like this. The fact that he was off camera oogling a sip, it made it kind of funny. So nobody hates the Knicks here. Wouldn't surprise me to see the Celtics win 2 games in a row, go back 2-2, and then lose in Boston. Then win in New York and go home, and Game 7, you never know. It's up for grabs. That's my prediction, actually. I think the Celtics win both games in New York, go back and maybe lose Game 5 at home again, naturally. At home again, naturally. And they go back to Boston, and they go back to New York and win, and then Game 7, just toss it up in the air. I think the Celtics win the Game 7. All right, so let's go 1972. The third song is American Pie. That would be my number 1 song. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. There he is. Hello, Gurmanator. Cousin Patrick. Hey, Cousin Patrick. I'm glad you could join us. Much love, cousin. Thank you for all you're doing. Gurmanator highlights. Love it. You got me out to be a real pedophile. All I talk about is sex, right? Nah, my cousin Patrick takes all my funny clips from my morning walk and talks, and then he puts the little segments together, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and a lot of them are fantastic. I crack up. We were watching the one with the Pope the other night, Patrick. I want my Pope without politics. Okay, understand? Let me close my door. Oh, you're gonna see my bad hip. Ready? Oh God. Oh, the leg. All right. Oh, look at. There we go. Looking svelte. We're doing okay. We're doing all right. If I get rid of this little extra chin skin, I'll be better. I would love to be on your podcast, says John Cortese. John, this is 3 weeks now. Come on in. You love it at Levitt's. Come on in. So American Pie would be my number 1 song. I know that you're in love with him because I saw you kissing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. I love them rhythm and blues. What's that, the Trump dance? Gotta love the Trump dance. Trump is really getting into it. You see him after his rallies? You gotta love Trump. You gotta love him. It's not being in a cult. The guy's free and easy. He's fixing America. He's telling it like it is. Oh wow. The next song is Without You. How does that go? Without You? The next song is The Candyman. The Candyman can 'cause he sprinkles it with love and makes it all taste good. The Candyman. Frontier Gate Agent fired. Oh, yes. Excuse me. I got an itch in my nose. The Frontier Gate Agent is fired. Yes. Oh, my God. I got to play that clip. I'm going to play it on my phone. Holy crap. We're going to do a little Jasmine Crockett first. So Frontier, I'm glad, I haven't flown in an airline in many years in a plane. I hate flying. I like to be in control of what's going on in my life. Flying to me is nervous time. I got to take a Valium. I got to relax. Even when I took a Valium once, I felt like I was having a heart attack. I got up on a plane. I was like this. I got like in a panic. I was falling asleep and I actually stood up. I was like, oh my God, I hate flying. I want to be in control. Let me be driving. Okay. Even if there's a car careening out of control heading towards me, at least I can somewhat maybe control it if I see it coming. Or if I see an 18-wheeler barreling down, I could maybe, and I'm stuck in traffic, I could maybe move over to the shoulder if I see it coming so the guy in front of me gets killed. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy crushed. I just found out Harry Chapin was killed by an 18-wheeler hitting him from behind. I knew he died in a car accident on the LIE. But we looked it up the other night, and he died with an 18-wheeler. Hit him. The car went on fire. That's it. Oh, God, Harry Chapin. I loved him. How are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? She was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. Funny story. Ready? Listen to this noise I make when I sip. I had a girl in my car the other day, sugar baby, right? So I made that noise. I made that gurgling noise because it's the way I do it. She goes, is it hot? Why are you doing that? Patrick. She goes, is that hot? Why are you making that slurpy sound? God. Run along, sugar baby. Oh, my God. I hate flying as well. I love being on planes, but the ground, not in the sky. John, I kind of don't mind being on the plane. I hate flying part. I agree with you. So this Frontier Gate agent, oh, my God, 2 black girls. I know girls like this. I have effed with girls like this in the past, just like this. Girls that are so friggin' ghetto, it makes you want to projectile vomit. Oh, and you think you're getting on the plane. You think you're getting on the plane. She's filming him with the phone. Oh, and you think you're getting on the plane. Oh, you think you're getting on the plane. Oh, God. Thank God she was fired. Oh, my God. Thank God. Oh, I don't know how people go to, I have slept in small increments on a plane. There are some people that just knock out. I can't knock out. I can't. I remember flying to Arizona. Oh, my God. I went to Arizona in 1986 to visit this girl I used to live with, this psychopath. And I was on the plane next to this, and I was young, good shape, 21 years old, just finished boxing like a year before that, heavy left. And this hot as hell blonde girl from Chicago, blonde hair, blue eyes, same age as me. I was like 21. And we sat next to each other. We had the greatest time. We talked the whole time. But I didn't make the move. I didn't say give me a number. No, I'm lazy. But I never forget it. Right next to me, she was flying to Chicago. We made a stop in Chicago. I can't believe I didn't fly nonstop because I hate stopping. But we stopped in Chicago. She got off and she was like, bye. Good talking to you. And no, can I get your number? No, nothing. I was overwhelmed with women back then. So, so the Candyman. So I remember I told the story on my walk and talk, right, Patty Cooch? When I was like 8 years old, I'd get up in the middle of the night. My mother would be on the couch watching The Late Show with Johnny Carson, The Tonight Show, whatever. And Sammy Davis would be on, and maybe he'd be doing a little soft shoe, a little tap dancing. And here I am in the living room, 1 a.m, whatever, 12:30, whatever it was. Johnny Carson was 11:30 to 1, I think. So my mother goes, what do you want to be when you grow up, Wayne? I said, Mom, I'm going to be a tap dancer like Sammy Davis Jr. I'm going to tap dance, Ma. Look at my legs. Look at me move. Look at me go. And then I would say to my mother, Ma, could you rip my right eye out just like Sammy Davis? I want to have a glass eye too, Ma. Ma, rip my eye out. I'm going to be just like Sammy Davis. Just rip it out, please. She's like, are you crazy? No. I says, no, Ma, I want to be just like Sammy. I want to do the old soft shoe, baby. The Candyman can. All right, let's get into Jasmine Crockett. Okay. So, again, if the Knicks win, good. The Knicks win, good. I'm a Celtic fan. I want my Celtics to win. I hate Jason Tatum. I hate Jason Tatum. The guy is so effing soft. It makes me want to projectile vomit right from my esophagus. Right from my esophagus. I want to just vomit. This guy is so soft as silly putty, soft as baby-ish. It makes me want to vomit. Oh, God, I love Jaylen Brown. I love playoff Al Horford. I love Porzingis. Can you not be sick every game? Is it nerves? Is it your stomach? Do you have an ulcer? What is going on with you, Porzingis? We need you. Oh, my God. Who else is on that team? Derek White. He's great. I love Derek White. I'd like to see a little more play from Ja Rule Holiday, right? Ja Rule. Can Ja Rule play a little better? Ja Rule Holiday? Jesus Christ, come on, man. It's like he's disappeared. When he used to play against us and other teams, he would light the Celtics up. Now he's like a little role player. He's not doing much. I don't know. Okay, let's get into Jasmine Crockett. Okay, this psychopath. Full disclosure, she's hot. Okay, let's look at Jasmine. Okay, see Jasmine? There she is. Okay. She's kind of hot. I would definitely do her with a smile on my face. You know, there's some girls I would do and I'd want to vomit, but this girl I'd want to vomit if she opened her mouth. But she's hot. I like, puppy like. But my God, when she opens her mouth, she's such a moron. She's been so diseased by the Democrats. It's amazing. Just completely dumbed down. So let's listen to a little bit of this. We're going to scroll through a few videos and we're going to dissect a little bit. Okay, here we go.
It's more racism. Because essentially what you're saying is that black people, we know y'all know all about going to jail. To be clear, this guy has 34 felonies. I've never...
Oh, Trump has 34 felonies. You love it. Love it. Yeah, this is why they went after Trump. So they could forever say he's a convicted felon. Which is he a convicted felon? I think he is, right? According to this psychopathic leftist law with these psychopathic judges who allowed this to happen, that they cooked the books, that they switched laws. They took these misdemeanors, put them together, and made them felonies. It's amazing. They completely broke the law. But now forever, these sick, twisted, demonic, ghoulish, devilish Democrats, they can say forever that Donald Trump is a 34-time convicted felon, which he's really not. It's a joke. It's a complete farce. But now these idiots can come out and parrot that. All right, let's continue on.
Been arrested for a traffic ticket. I do want to be clear that there are black folk that haven't actually experienced jail. I have been.
So she wants to be clear. There are black folk that have not experienced jail. Yeah, talk about racism here. We know that. So what she's saying here is that black people know all about jail, sugar. What do we got here? A little wait. So she's saying it's normal for black people to go to jail here, if you listen to what she's saying.
In jail, obviously, as a former criminal defense attorney, but I do want to be clear that, as Kendrick Lamar says, they are not like us. He is not like us. So for my clients, I've never had one that had this many charges pending against them.
Oh, none of her clients ever had 34 felonies. Well, I got news for you, Jasmine Crockett. These felonies are all fake. All 34. Completely fake. But this is what they can say.
But I've never had anybody come close to him and somehow still be walking free pre-trial. That's not...
Trump is walking free pre-trial. He should be in jail. You got to love these sick people. Excuse all my drinking. I actually just woke up. It's raining out. No walk and talk. So, yeah.
How we get treated when we end up getting locked up. That's more...
All right.
I cannot wait until voters have an opportunity to say, you took food out of my mouth, you took a roof from over my head, you are responsible for making sure that I do not have health care. I'm going to make sure you don't have a job. I cannot wait.
So she's talking about Trump here. Yeah, well, the voters did speak, Jasmine Crockett, and they voted Trump in. So you lose. They were sick of the demonic left. They were sick. Kamala Harris was probably the worst candidate in history. She was a complete joke. Yes, we're going to get into the Pope a little bit too. So we have a new Pope. The white smoke came in. Pope Leo. Yes, indeed. Remember, the call-in number is 646-481-6650. Patrick, while you're here, if you're still watching, I find it interesting on the Gurmanator highlights, Patrick. Some of my highlights have like 1,400 views like that, and some of them have only a few views. That's very strange. Are you hashtagging some of those? Why do you think that is? That's very strange. Why would one have 1,300 and it was just put out that day, and the next one has 8 views and it was put out 2 days ago? I don't get it. Very interesting.
Until voters have an opportunity to...
I look at the Democrats, they're in total disarray.
True.
They have a new person named Crockett. I watched her speak the other day. She's definitely a low IQ person.
Very.
And they said she's the future of the party.
Oh, we have a phone call coming in. Let's see who it is.
John Cortese.
John Cortese.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice...
San Francisco, you're on the air. San Francisco, you're on the air.
No, it's John Cortese.
That's a joke, John. That's Michael Savage from 1994. Hello.
Listen, 1994. I can't remember yesterday.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm navigating through the channels.
Oh, okay, very good. I'm glad you called in. What are you feeling? Do you watch the Knicks at all? The Celtics? Are you into the Pope?
Listen,
What's on your mind?
I don't watch TV at all.
No TV.
No sports, nothing.
Not even Not even YouTube.
YouTube, yeah. YouTube, yes.
Hmm.
But nothing, no TV. My free time is either at the gym or cleaning the streets or taking a few elderly people shopping that are in the community that don't have. I don't post that because once I start, it's going to be a Pandora box that I cannot keep up with.
So you take elderly people shopping. You ever see like a hot elderly lady that you kind of gave a little love to after shopping, John, or no?
No.
No? Old women need love too, John. What's up with that? Come on, baby.
I know, but they didn't love it at Levitt's, so.
Love it at Levitt's. No, you didn't do any push in the bush. You know I want to get down.
No, best in show.
Best in show. Chumley, we're going national today. Did you see my shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
I see it.
Yes.
I see it.
John, I thank you for watching all the time. You're one of the great viewers of the Walk and Talk, and you're calling in the show. So what's on your mind today, my dear friend? Talk to me.
If it doesn't rain, I'm going to go out and I have like a service road behind Mandy's.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go there.
I used to
do that service road.
I used to get BJ.
And,
I used to get BJ's behind Mandy's years ago.
You did what?
I got BJ's. You know what BJ's are, right, John?
Oh, yes.
Yes. I used to get them behind Mandy's.
That's when you exchange paperwork and you do your like income taxes in the car.
Yes, BJ and Crockett, correct. Yes, indeed. You know where I used to get BJ's, John? Do you remember the old across from the Whitestone movie theater? There was like a Roy Rogers or something. It was also back in the day when we were kids. Howard Johnson's, right. So when they were renovating it, I used to take one of my project girls behind there in the car, and we'd spend a good 20 minutes to a half hour. You know, she was trying to earn some money.
Did you buy her a milkshake afterwards?
No, it was closed. They were renovating the place, John. This was after.
Oh, you did say that.
Yes, it was closed. Yeah, so it was a nice wall of construction up, so I could kind of hide my car behind there. Yes, indeed. So, John, will you believe that in 1972, the first song, the number one rated song is First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, beating out American Pie at number 3. How is that possible? John, did you hang up? Was there too much sex talk?
No, I didn't hang up.
Oh, okay.
Say that again?
First Time Ever I Saw Your Face in 1972 beat out The Candyman and American Pie. How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that? In 72, I was 2 years old, so I really don't remember that at
John,
all.
you missed.
I do know the songs.
John, you missed a great year. Oh, I watched Match Game 72 all year long. Oh, I loved Match Game with Brett Summers and Charles Nelson Riley. Arr, arr, arr. Elkie Summers did some guest appearances. Oh, with Gene Rayburn. You ever hear of Gene Rayburn? Oh.
No.
Oh, you're making me feel old, baby. Oh, John, who sang this song? Who sang this song? My Ding-a-ling.
Wayne Gurman.
No, I don't have a ding-a-ling. Unfortunately, my mother had 5 effing Irish brothers, Tom, Dick, Harry, Bill, and Jim. And I have the Irish curse. Thank you. You love it at Levitt's. And I have the Jewish side, which has huge penises. My Ding-a-ling was Chuck Berry. My Ding-a-ling. Oh, wow.
I never even heard of this song.
How about this song? Betcha by golly, wow. Who? You ever hear that
Yes,
song?
I've heard
Oh,
it, but I don't know who sings it.
oh, Ben by Michael Jackson. You know, John, there used
Yes,
to be
that I
something.
know.
You know, the Whitestone used to be a drive-in movie theater. Do you know? You remember that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
I saw Jaws there when I was probably 5,
wow, you saw
and
Jaws there.
yeah, and I fell asleep, and that was the first and last time my dad ever took me there.
You fell asleep during Jaws. Wow. What the
Yeah.
hell is
Well, I
that,
was a little
man?
kid. I was a little bit. I was young.
Oh, John, I remember going to see Jaws. I think we saw it in the Interborough, and we went to Locust Point Civic Association to go swimming right after that. It was like July it was released. And my God,
Yes.
I would not get in the water, John, maybe up to my ankles.
That's how scared you are.
Oh, it was so scary. You know, it was,
Yeah. After that movie, Jaws. Yeah, but I was so young.
yeah, no,
I
you're too
was,
young. You know what was scary too? Oh, Gary Larino's calling. I can't do the two-way though. Gary, I'm gonna have to call you back. Gary Larino, you love it at Levitt's. Hi, Gary.
Best in show.
Best in show. It was the summer of love, John. It was the summer of love. Kiss me, baby.
Just text me.
Just text me. I was going to say something, but Gary distracted me. Oh, another great song. Oh, girl, you didn't have to leave me now. I didn't warm up today, guys, so you have to excuse me. I saw Ben, the movie Ben. Remember Willard and Ben, the little mice movies?
With the rats.
Yes, the rats, right. I saw both those movies at the drive-in with my dad and my family.
Oh, cool. No, I was when I saw Ben, it was already way gone from the movie theaters.
All right.
It was on TV, and I love animals, but I fear rats for some reason. I think it's the tail.
Yeah, I'm not a big rat guy either. I don't like rats. John, did you? I'm going to tell you my first gay experience. You ready?
Ready.
Okay.
You met Larry Breslow. No.
Well, that was actually my fourth gay experience, but my first one was I went to the drive-in. This had to be 1980. Okay, I'm in Lehman High School, and two of my older friends wanted to go see like Motel Hell or some movie like that. I think it was, and I invited this guy. His name was I think his name was John. He went to Lehman. He was in my social studies class, but me, him, and another guy became very friendly. We're hanging out. So I told him we're going to the movies Friday night. You want to come? So he shows up. So the two older guys from Locust Point were in the front seat watching Motel Hell. And I'm in the back seat with this guy. I think his name was John. I wish I remembered his last name. I'd love to out him. Not that I care. But so anyway, he starts getting drunk, and I'm in the back seat with him. I'm behind the driver. He's behind the passenger, and his hand starts shaking, and his left hand makes his way over to my thigh, John. And I'm just thinking, yeah, I know. And listen, I'm still a virgin, but I know I'm not gay. If this was a girl, I would have welcomed it. But I just know because I was humping pillows at 4 years old, looking at my landlord's daughter in the backyard. I remember that 4 years old humping a pillow. So
Wow.
Lisa M. I'm not going to say her last name. She may have kids. So anyway, I'm humping on Edison Avenue. I'm humping the pillow. And I'm looking at her, and right then at 4 years old, I knew I'm not gay because I'm humping this pillow. And so here I am now at 15. I'm in the back seat of this car, and the hand comes over to my thigh, and I take it off. And I just think he's really drunk, right? I don't think anything of it. I don't know what a gay attack. I don't know what a gay attack is yet, John. Right? You understand?
I get it.
Yeah. So anyway, the hand comes over to my thigh again. I'm like, "Whoa, buddy, what are you doing here?" I says, "You drunk? You okay?" So then my older friends kind of realize what's going on, and they says, "Okay, guys, instead of getting out and beating him to death, they weren't violent guys. Other guys would have done that. You know how people are violent, John. It's a sick world. It's a mad world 6 times. So you know how people are. So instead of beating him to death and leaving him in the gutter like a lot of people would do because they're sick, I wouldn't do that. But they said,
No, definitely not you.
Not me. I wouldn't. I wouldn't beat up a gay guy. If he disrespected me, I'd knock his friggin' teeth down his throat. Not me now. I'm a bag of shells now. younger me when I had some muscle and some reflexes. So anyway, we left, and he keeps doing it. Now he's like really trying to touch my thigh, and I yelled, "Whoa, hey, oh, hey!" They pulled over the car. They threw him out of the car. They left him like on the Bruckner, like we just left the theater, and he was just like left. He was standing outside of the car. They got out. They didn't hit him or nothing. They just said, "Pal, get the F out of here with that gay crap. Get out of here." So we left them standing there in the middle of like Bruckner in the dark. And that was it. That was my first gay experience almost.
Oh, so Wayne, now I know why they have that statue right outside of the old Whitestone movie theater. That's him. They made a bronze statue of him.
Is there a statue there, John?
No.
Oh, yes. Maybe he died there.
He died there that night.
Yes, I heard a story from my older friends. They went to Hunts Point back in the day, late 70s, maybe 1980, and this guy's getting oral from a prostitute, and he's really enjoying it, and he's touching her hair, and the wig came off, turned out to be a guy, just like in the movies. It was like, "You're a man?" And they beat this tranny severely. Yeah, I don't know. Here's my deal, John. I used to get a lot of Hunts Point extracurriculars, right? A lot of tonsillectomies back in the day. Just, I was a horny young guy like anyone else, right? It's just in my nature.
Right. Yeah.
And sometimes you could tell when a he/she comes over to the car, and I would say, "You're a man, right?" And they would say, "Yes." I would say, "Get in." No, I'm just kidding. I would say very nicely. I would say, "That's cool. Have a great night." I might even say, "You look good. You fooled me. You look fantastic." And I drive away.
Right.
Yeah. Now, we told the story about the Chinese girl, John. You ever hear the Chinese West Farms?
No.
Oh, John, you never heard it. Here we go.
No.
This had to be, I don't remember the year, probably late 80s. I went to West Farms. I was feeling very frisky. Instead of going home 3 a.m, I says, "Do I want to go home and go to bed, ay Dios mío, or do I want to have my penis in somebody's warm mouth?" So I decided to do the latter, right? I did that. So I went to West Farms. I hope YouTube doesn't throw me off the air here. I know YouTube's very strict. Thank God nobody watches my show. You love it at Levitt's. So anyway, I go to West Farms. I pick up this Asian girl. Oh, average looks, kind of chunky, a little thick. But I was like, I've never had an Asian. It was always the black or the Spanish, right? Usually down there, maybe an occasional white girl. So Asian girl. Now we're in the car. John, it was fantastic. I'm about to finish. I'm probably 23 seconds from takeoff, if you know what I mean. Right, John? Right. I'm in the throes of passion. I'm rubbing her back. I'm like, "Oh, yes, indeed. I'm about to finish, probably within 23 seconds. Knock on the window, flashlight in the window, the cops.
Oh, my God.
Cops, John. Now, John, you got to pay attention. I have a very important question for you at the end of this. So the cops, they pull her out. They question me. I pull up my pants. They kept asking me, "Did you give her money?" Now, I'm a smart street guy. I said, "No, that's my girlfriend. We were feeling frisky. We pulled over. That was it. We pulled over for a little fun." Yeah, right, fun. This Asian prostitute. We pulled it. That's my girlfriend. Meanwhile, they probably knew her, right? These are the same cops on the beat all the time. So anyway, I kept saying, "No, I didn't get any money," because I know if I say I gave her money, I'm going to jail for solicitation of prostitution. So they finally, so they finally gave up on that. They says, you know what the cop says to me? Then he got mad. He goes, "What do you want, AIDS?" He goes, "That's a man." Like only men corner the market on AIDS, right, John? HIV. Women can't have AIDS. He goes, "Do you want it?" That was very prejudiced of that guy, by the way, the cop. He goes, "Do you want AIDS? That's a man." I go, "No way is that a man. No way." I was about to shoot my load. So anyway.
Was it a guy?
Well, John, this is the story for all mankind. This is the question for the ages. So I'm driving home. They let me go finally. I'm driving home, John. I'm thinking to myself, was that a guy? I was like, oh my God, am I? So anyway, I'm thinking, John, when I was rubbing her back, I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. That back was really kind of thick and strong, like more than a woman, John. I was like, wait a minute here. Now I'm getting really nervous. My heart is pounding. I'm like, Jesus H. Christ. The first question I have for you, John, am I gay? If it was a guy, does that make me gay that I was fooled into it? And I did enjoy it a lot. Does that make me gay, John?
Absolutely not.
Good. Oh, God, thank God.
Absolutely not.
Woo!
120% no.
Thank you.
Because you didn't know.
Thank you.
Know, and you're enjoying it because to you, that was a woman.
So the fact that I
now,
went.
If you knew.
Right.
If you knew when you willfully did it knowing, then it's not gay, but if it's your only experience one time,
right.
I think that's just. People have that. The one time,
okay.
I had a very, very good-looking guy in junior high school, and all the girls wanted him. Like
right.
he looked like one of the Menudos. Remember Menudo?
Sure, I remember Menudo. Yes.
Yes, he looked like one of them. So he had all the girls. He had everybody. He could have got any girl he wanted. So we came back on a Monday from weekend off days, and we come back on a Monday in school, and then the girlfriend had broken up, and she was a very good friend of mine, and I was like, what happened? Why you guys broken up? She goes, oh, he got a blowjob from Gary this weekend at a party. I caught him in the closet.
Wait, from Gary, a man?
A man.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
So he claimed, as a matter of fact, this guy's still around, and he used to groom my dogs. And he's married and everything, and he claims that was his only experience, because we had this discussion. And actually, they got married. Those two got married. My friend,
wow.
The girl,
is his name David Diaz running for Democrat office?
No.
No, too funny. So, John, that's very interesting. So you never messed around with Gary. This was the story that Gary was getting a BJ in a closet from a man. Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, do you think that's true or false? What do you think? She lied about that, or you think Gary was getting a BJ?
No, it's true.
Oh, it is true.
He admitted it. He said he was drunk and he really didn't know what he was doing.
John, I'm going to say this, John. I spent my entire teenage years very drunk. My mother thought I was going to be an alcoholic. I never had a man's mouth on my penis as a teenager. No, never. I never did any gay stuff.
I think that's an excuse that people use.
Yes, which is fine. Listen, as we know, no one cares who's gay. No one cares what you like in the bedrooms. I don't care if you're tranny. I don't care if you're bi. No one gives a crap. It's just, it's this whole social BS. So, John, let me get back to my story now. That was a wonderful story. Thank you for sharing that. I think Gary knew. I think the guy knew what he was doing. You're not that drunk. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Yeah. So anyway, it's amazing how many down low brothers there are. A lot of black guys are also into men, like getting oral from them and doing that. It's amazing how many black guys, the down low brothers, they call them. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So, John.
They have a group, actually.
Yes.
DL Brothers.
Right.
They're like 200 and something thousand strong.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing. Interesting. Listen, whatever it is, what it is. So, John, so you said it doesn't make me gay with this Chinese girl. Now, getting back to this Chinese girl, the one that was a tranny that gave me oral. Now, it could have been a girl. We don't know. But I was thinking on the way home. Now, I do know in the Chinese home, John, as we know, they take you out of the home at, I think, 18 months old, and they put you on the rings for train for the Olympics. They take the girls out and they train them, and they do the straddle bars, they do the parallel bars, and they train a lot on the rings. So I'm thinking maybe this was one of those Olympic athletes that was giving me oral in West Farms. Is that possible, John?
Could be. I didn't know that they did that. The Chinese did that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it could be. It could be that it just could be that she was a person. A lot of those women back then. I don't know, but yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it. It's 200 years ago.
Yes.
And you you didn't know. It's not like you willfully did it. So yeah.
Right. Well, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. You know, it's okay. I also said, John, if I go to jail for life, you give me a hot tranny. If I'm doing life in jail, I will accept oral. Does that make me gay? If I'm doing life in jail, John, life now, not 5 years.
I don't think so.
If you give me a hot Costa Rican transvestite in my cell that you can't tell is a man or a woman, and hopefully the penis is gone, ixnay, left a, goodbye a, I would accept oral from that tranny if she looked hot. I'm not going to lie. If I'm doing life in jail.
I don't think that would make you gay. Okay, do you know she was...
I know she was a man at one point. Yes, but this is life in jail, John. We're talking real serious stuff here.
Have a penis.
Well, that's the big kicker here. That would bother me. I may have to chop the penis off right in the cell. I may have to do a emergency appendectomy. So, John, my last question is, so I thank you for that answer, that being that the Chinese prostitute might have been a man, but it does not make me gay because I didn't know. Now, the fact that I picked up 37 other black trannies on Jerome Avenue in the following years, does that make me gay?
Did you know they were trannies?
Of course. No, I'm just kidding, John. I'm just having fun, baby. John, can we sing a song together, John?
What do you want to sing?
Do you know she was a long, cool woman in a black dress? Oh, God, help me. How old are you again?
I'm 55.
John, can you sing Cara Mi Amor for me, please?
Cara Mi Amor.
Cara Mi Amor. I'm probably saying that wrong. You sang a great song for me 2 weeks ago, John, on my show. Sing that. It was a show tune by Dolly Parton, I think.
No. It was Ave Maria.
Sing Ave Maria. I want to hear it, baby. You did such a wonderful job on that. Thank you. Love it.
You love it, Edwin? That's the show.
You are nailing it. John, I'm going to join you with another call. Hold on 1 second. Patrick, are you there?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I'm here.
Patrick, are you there?
There he is.
You're on with John Cortese and myself.
Hi, Patrick. I like how we have 25 minutes of sex talk, but I'm the bad guy for putting you in a bad light.
I love it. I love it, Patrick. You love it at Levitt's. So Patrick is referring to, Patrick does my Gurmanator highlights. I say, Patrick, you're making me look like a sex maniac here, like a pedophile. And here I am talking about BJs. Am I gay for 25 minutes? And Patrick is saying, I love how it's my fault, Wayne. That's great.
I'm the bad guy. Sorry about that. I'm the bad guy. 25 minutes of hilarious, joking talk about behind the Howard Giants.
Oh,
and,
I love it.
Strong backs.
I need the Uncle Floyd horn. Honk, honk. Patrick, that's great. Cousin, that's a great point. What's on your mind today, Patrick? John, stick with us. We're gonna write it. We're gonna write it out.
I'm here.
All right.
I gotta go in a few seconds. It's gonna be a quick hit.
Yes.
But I'm gonna make a left turn on you.
Go ahead.
Robert De Niro, politics aside, he had such a strong acting career until early 2000s.
All right.
What happened? Goodfellas, Raging Bull, The Untouchables, such a strong actor. And then he starts doing this crazy, for the last 25 years, his movies have been garbage. Just garbage.
Okay, so
What do you think happened?
I'm going to tell you what I think happened.
I'm a Democrat. No.
Yeah, well, being a Democrat, being a radical Democrat helps. No, here's the problem. He's getting old. He's in his 80s, right? So you're talking last 25 years. So you're talking from late 50s on. Your body can't do what it's. Your body's not the same. He's not doing Cape Fear, Counselor. He's not doing those roles. He's not doing Raging Bull anymore. And to tell you the truth, Robert De Niro is not a great actor. Robert De Niro did some phenomenal roles, but he always played Robert De Niro. Now, I beg to differ. Meet the Fockers was actually very good, and that's in the last 20 years. Analyze This was very good. That's in the last 15, 20 years. Analyze This, Analyze That. He did comedy. He did a decent job at it. But again, he's playing that gangster, Robert De Niro. He plays a good New York gangster well. And even Raging Bull. Raging Bull is an easy role to play. I could play Raging Bull amazing. I was probably a lot like the Raging Bull, a young idiot. I was a young idiot. I would drag girls out of the bar by their hair. My girlfriend, I hit some women. I did some crazy things, knocked people out for saying anything back then. Not now, please. I'm a bag of shells. But my point is, Robert De Niro got old, and the politics has really affected Robert De Niro. Now, I met Penny Marshall. I became friendly with her. Penny Marshall said it. She said, he's not a good actor. He can't even memorize his lines. He's terrible, but he has a face that draws you in, she said. The face draws you in. He's great on camera. He can't remember his lines. He's not a great actor, but he makes it work. The guy has a persona that makes it work. I think you get a little stale too, Patrick. After so many years of doing so many great roles, the guy's got 15 phenomenal roles under his belt and a lot of other movies that he was good in. It's tough to keep knocking it out of the park, right? Did you see did you see Kill the Irishman? He was laughable. And the last one he did, he was terrible in Kill the Irishman. But De Niro, again, when he did Kill the Irishman, was probably 78, 79 years old. That's not a kid, right? So that's my feeling. You just age out after a while, you know? What's the last great movie Al Pacino? I love Al Pacino. He's way better than De Niro. Can someone here tell me the last great movie Al Pacino did?
The Devil's Advocate, or
20 years ago.
Where he was coach.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Right. Devil's Advocate is 20 years old by now. I don't know the exact year on it, but it's old. I know that. Let me tell you, I love The Devil's Advocate. I thought that could have been one of the greatest movies of all time. Well, not the greatest, but I thought it could have been great, but it fell off a little bit at some point. I love the whole concept. He played the devil phenomenally. And just it kind of lost its way along the route. But Pacino is great. So what do you feel about my answer, Patrick? Do you agree or disagree?
No, I agree. It was, I think Scorsese with that face, you hit it on the head, that iconic shot in Goodfellas at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like 30 seconds of coming in on him with the music in the background. I think that really wraps around what you're saying and what Penny Marshall said,
right,
in the sense of that face. It does capture you. But maybe with the politics, maybe with the wanting to do these comedies, they did have some good comedies, like you said. I do agree.
Yeah.
But I think it's laughable. If you look at his career since the early 2000s, it's a joke. You know, compared to what he was an icon in the industry, and now he's just riding that coattail of what he was.
Yes, 100%. And the politics have destroyed this guy. This guy's legacy will be always remembered. Despite all the great movies he did, he has stained his legacy beyond belief. This is such a politically divided and motivated country now that he has chosen sides with the radical left, the Trump-hating TDS left. He's so entrenched in that it makes half of America want to beat him to death. Okay, again, I don't mean that literally, YouTube, but it's disgusting. If you'll see on these wise guy sites on Facebook and these Soprano sites, when they bring up De Niro's name, 95% of the people can't stand the guy. He's really destroyed his legacy. But I can't think of any old actors that have done great movies lately. Clint Eastwood, maybe. He did that movie Gran Torino. I thought he was good. He played the old neighbor that, whatever, that could shoot you. Clint Eastwood's great. He's managed to carry that into an older age. But De Niro hasn't, and I can't even think of Al Pacino in the last 20 years doing anything great, So it is what it is.
I think the older male actors who embrace their age.
Right.
Like
Yes.
Clint Eastwood played older men.
Yes.
John Lithgow is playing older men.
Right.
Ralph Fiennes is playing. I think those who kind of act more their age, they do well. Robert Duvall was great until the end.
Oh, yeah, Duvall. What a great actor. Oh, my God.
But I think you're right. I think when De Niro trying to play a 50-year-old gangster at 80, it's a joke. It's laughable.
All right. What movie is this? A little trivia, guys. You want to fight or you want to surf, soldier? What movie?
March of the Wooden Soldiers.
Nah. You want to fight or you want to surf, soldier? See the way they break both ways?
I don't know. That one.
That's Robert Duvall, Apocalypse Now, in the helicopter. You want to fight or you want to surf? Yes. Oh, my God. What a great scene. What a great movie, Apocalypse Now. See, Marlon Brando he wasn't very good in that. Remember, he was the fat guy at the end? Yeah.
Yeah, he was bad.
I think Brando's a little overrated. I think early Brando is great. Streetcar Named Desire, right? Stella.
Well, like Sean Connery. I think Sean Connery had a great career in his early years, and then towards the last 15, it was kind of,
Yeah, no, it's tough being older. Even older women. Patrick, you brought up a great point. If they play their age, they can do it fine. But De Niro's still trying to play the 38-year-old gangster, beating up people. Like in Kill the Irishman, he's beating up a guy in the street. It's like, are you kidding me? This guy's 78. He can't even lift his leg. What's the name of his latest movie? He played two roles, which bombed.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't even know the name of it. It was in and out of the
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Nights in White Satin.
I must say that I think male actors have an edge in their older years.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Women. I think it's very sad how women actresses are kind of forgotten about over 50, and it's not right, because there's some really good talent there.
Patrick.
They're not given the opportunities.
100%, Patrick. Women actors age out pretty quickly, and it is sad. And it's even in life, Patrick. I heard an older woman say once, it might have been on a talk show. She goes, the saddest thing about getting older is you become invisible. So a younger woman gets a lot of attention, a lot of affection, a lot of suitors. An older woman, usually they become invisible. You know what I'm saying, Pat? The younger women are being looked at. You know what I'm saying? And it's, women, not all, of course, but a lot of women base their whole persona, their life upon their sex appeal. A lot of them. And it's sad. I even hate it for my daughters. I got 3 daughters. And, you always say, oh, your son is a great baseball player. He's such an intelligent young man. All you hear when someone meets my daughters, look how pretty she is. Look how, and people are just so... the people are so conditioned that way, it's unbelievable. I'll tell you a story. My niece, even remember my niece, Connie, and I never really talked about this much. Very personable young lady, very, very pretty young lady. I remember she's 12 years old. I remember grown men around her kind of fumbling their words because there's such a thing there. Look how pretty she is. Look how pretty she is. There's such a stigmata there. And I've even seen it, not just my niece, but other younger women. I've seen men fumble around pretty young girls, so to speak. Not to delve into the pedophile thing here, but I'm talking about the whole way the mental is set up in this society. It's pretty funny. I remember I had a guy say to me once, this is a bit of an offshoot. A guy used to work for me he actually wound up living with my father, and he robbed some money from my father. And when I found out, I came over and he ran for the hills. I said, if you don't have that $600 within an hour, I'm going to beat you to death. So we haven't seen him again. That was like 8 years ago. We've never seen him again. He's hiding for 8 years. So anyway, he told me once, I told him once how I never trusted anyone with my daughters. No man will ever be alone. I don't care how close you are. I don't trust any man. Not to say any man would do anything, Patrick, because we know that most men wouldn't do anything with your kids. But there are some that would try stuff. So anyway, I said to him, so I have a rule. I don't trust any man around my kids. So it turns out, he says to me, he goes, you trust me, right? Because I was kind of close to him. I knew him for many years. I says, no, I don't trust you. You're a drinker, a drug user, this, that, the other thing. I I don't know if you would ever touch one of my daughters. I don't know what you're capable of.
Went out. Nobody, I can't hear you.
Patrick, can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're fine.
John, are you there,
I
John?
hear you now.
Okay, John.
I hear you now.
All right, very good. Maybe it was on your end. So let me just finish this story because we're going to wrap it up in 5 minutes with the show. So anyway, he goes, "You could trust me, right?" And I says, "No way do I trust you." To this guy, I says, "You're a drinker, a drug user, this, that, and the other thing." "Hi, Patty. How you doing, baby girl?" Mwah. So anyway, turns out listen to this, guys. After he ran for the hills, he left all his clothes, his tools, everything behind. He was a worker. He had tons of tools. So you know what I found in his room? I found
Child pornography.
Well, pretty much, I found a pillow with a bra and panties on that he used to hump, and the panties had stains on them. So here's a guy who would hump. Here's a guy who would hump a pillow it was a brown pillowcase on a pillow. He had a bra and panties. The panties had stains on them, which means he finished on those panties. Okay, the guy, he ranked every porno star from he had 500 porno stars, ranking them with stars. This is a guy who took the time to rank each porno star. He had, I couldn't tell you how many porno magazines, which is allowed. You could have porno magazines. I have Penthouse from 1978 still in my house. So, but I don't have a pillow with a bra and panties on it. Sorry, I don't love it at Levitt's. I don't do that. So this is a guy who was in shock that I wouldn't let my kids with him. So you can't trust anyone is my point. But most people would never do anything. So anyway, any closing words, guys?
God bless Trump. God bless America. God bless our family and
Yes.
friends. Stay well. Be well.
Thank you.
And don't hump pillows.
Yes, don't hump pillows. Although I humped a pillow at 4. That's how I found out I wasn't gay. I did hump it, but I didn't take the time to put a bra and panties on. I think that's where it gets weird. Yeah.
It is weird.
Oh.
Weird.
Oh, remember I told the story about my back massager, guys, where I sometimes pleasure myself with it?
Mm-hmm.
I burnt it out. I actually got a shock. Patty, pay attention. I was using it the other night to massage my legs, and at the very end of it, the wire broke and it went zzz, and I felt a little sting on my hand. I pulled the plug and threw it right in the garbage. I literally almost killed myself. Best in show. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off in a minute. Thank you for calling, Patrick and John. Love you guys.
Love you too, Wayne. Take care. See you soon.
Yes, Patrick, thank you for calling, John and Pat. And Pat, thanks for all you do. Love you, cousin.
Thanks.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so Gary called me. I'm going to call Gary back. No, not nine. I don't want to call that number back. Let me see. Where's Gary? Phone. Let's talk to my friend Gary. Let's see if Gary has anything positive to say or fun to add to the show. Patty, I burnt out my back massager.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Hey, buddy, you're live on the air. How you doing? I'm doing a podcast.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
How you doing, buddy? What's happening? I wanted to just call you real quick. The show's going to end soon. I was on the phone with other people. What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Well, actually doing a podcast?
I am. I'm doing a podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
So what's on my mind? I was just listening to some of the news about Letitia James.
Okay.
And how Trump is going after her now.
Mm.
And I think she's gonna fall.
Well, I'll tell you this. Who says it's Trump going after? The U.S. attorney.
I'm saying, no, the DOJ is going after her.
Right. Is it the Southern District of New York or the DOJ? I don't know. She deserves. She committed mortgage fraud, Gary, and she deserves to go down. She lied.
Absolutely.
Exactly what she accused Trump of doing, she's guilty of, which is the irony is mind-boggling.
Absolutely.
Exactly what she approved Trump doing, lying on his mortgage statements, on his loan statements to get loans, lying on all these things. She is guilty of what she accused Trump of doing. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? She said, no one is above the law.
Yes, right. Isn't that great?
No one is above the law. Well, Letitia,
I know.
Certainly ain't.
So, Gary, it's the end of the show. Can we sing a little American Pie as we go off?
Yes, let's do this.
Long, long time ago. I forget the words.
Wait, long time ago, when I was young.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. Well, I know that you're in love with him. I saw you kissing in the gym. You both took off your shoes. I did those rhythm and blues. I was a Bronx teenage buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. I knew that I was out of luck the day the music died, 'cause we were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I... All right, Gary, I'm going to sign off. Do your sign language. Ready?
Okay.
Thank you for joining, everyone. Little Jasmine Crockett, some phone calls. We got Patty. Patty's joined in here today. You got Gary, John Cortese, my cousin Patrick. Yes, indeed. Celtics in 7. Love you all. Chica Cabron, Maricona, ese gringo vato shidru, balacasita, bendejo, struns, eringo bra, apanabala, puta cabron ba. No Crisco, daddy. Oh, guapo, Poppy of Pentacles. Kiss me, baby. What noise are you making, Gary?
I'm making sign language.
You're making noise. Dos McLittle Shadurkin. Never forget the smoke and mirror, sleight of hand, 3-card Monty. It's all a shell game. Sandpaper condom, hat tip bricklayer. Look at the shiny object over there, my dear. While 8-shot Gary and Bathhouse Barry, the thin smoking man from Hawaii. He gets no burn, no smoking sign. F's in the rear like burnt effing toast. Bada beep, bada boop, bada bing, fachim capiche. Gary, sorry I had to keep muting you, but that was kind of annoying. You kept making noise. Love yous all. Show number 5. Put it in the books. We got free baseball. Take care, guys. Love yous all. Bye, Gary. Bye, guys. Gary, I'll call you in a minute. Bye. Okay. That's it. End of the show. I enjoyed that show. Patty, love you, baby. Patty, I need a new massager. I'm gonna order one. I'm gonna order one that you don't plug in. Take care.